This is a Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I really appreciate you joining me today, and we're back in Leicester with another story that has been highly recommended by a lot of viewers. This comes from Franklin Park in the Braunstone Town area of the city, and it occurred on the 1st of September on Sunday evening. An 80-year-old man was assaulted inside the park and he died later in hospital. The initial police statement said that a murder investigation was launched following the news of the death of a man, and police are continuing to appeal for anybody who was in the local area at the time to come forward. A number of inquiries have occurred and police have arrested 5 people, and they are all children, young teenagers. A boy and a girl aged 14 years old and 1 boy and 2 girls aged 12 years old were arrested on suspicion of murder. They are currently being interviewed by police. The police believe the attack took place at 6:30 p.m. and it was close to the entrance of the park in Bramble Way. It was reported the victim was walking his dog and he was believed to have been wearing a black jumper and grey jogging bottoms and was seriously assaulted by a group of young people. They left the scene prior to emergency services arriving. Detectives are currently working to establish the full circumstances surrounding the incident and are speaking to residents in the local area to gather as much information as possible. As part of the inquiries, they want to speak to anybody that was in the park or on Bramble Way between 6 p.m. and 6:45 on Sunday evening. Detective Inspector Emma Matz, the senior investigating officer, said, "Sadly, following the death of the victim last night, this has now become a murder investigation. Police are continuing to work at speed to establish the cause of the attack, and also they have made a number of arrests." And as they said, this story was developing fast and the victim was identified. The family of Bhim Kohli have released the following statement. Bhim was a loving husband and a grandfather, and he was a son, brother and uncle. He adored his grandkids with all his heart and loved spending time with them. He really was such a loving, caring person whose life was centred around his family. He has always been a very hard-working man, and even at the age of 80, he was still very active. One of his great passions was his allotments, and he would go there every day to tend to his plot. He also enjoyed walking the family dog, Rocky, on the park many times every day. Bhim loved to laugh and he was always very happy and talkative and was the joker of the family and always loved to outsmart everybody with his smile. Their family, they said, have lived in the same house in Braunstone for 40 years, and he was well known in the community, and they have been overwhelmed with messages from everybody in the local area. And in a breaking news publication today, the police have said in a statement that a 14-year-old boy has been charged with murder following the death of the 80-year-old man. Mr. Kohli, 80 years old, died on the 2nd of September following the incident in Braunstone Town. And the youth, who cannot be named for legal reasons, has been remanded in custody and due to appear at Leicester Youth Court following a sit-in at the Magistrates on the 5th of September. So this story, initially 5 teenagers were arrested, and it seems so far that everybody has sort of ascertained that this one teenager who's 14 years old is mainly responsible for it, and they've charged them with this offence. Nobody else has been charged as of yet, and they haven't said if anybody's had charges dropped or no further action either, so it's still early days. But at the same time, at least his family have got some answers and they can try and get some peace from this case in the future. But still, hopefully this doesn't go to trial and the boy does plead guilty if he is guilty. So my condolences to the family of Mr. Kohli, and we'll also update you on the outcome of this trial. And please don't forget to follow on social media as well for any other updates on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and Facebook. And I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.